This is the worst time to be starting a new vlog because the sun is behind me. Also, I've just been hailstoned on and rained on. I had my hood up, but it was so windy that it didn't make a difference. I don't know whether there's a guy, if you can still see him walking up the road behind me. No, you can't, he's gone. I was just chatting to a guy that lives locally. I've never met him before. But this is what I love about Cornwall. You know, you just stop and you get chatting to someone. He's telling me his wife passed away, and not recently, but he was telling me about her and telling me about his little car, and that he used to go to all the tractor events. Such a nice guy. He was just so lovely, and I just feel like I love stuff like that when you meet people just on a random country road in the middle of nowhere. Anyway guys, welcome to a new studio vlog. I think we're on vlog 43. My last one was very, very much silent and just me showing you candles, basically. But these things happen. I really wasn't feeling myself. I only did shut the vlog down yesterday, but I am feeling a lot more with it today. I slept a lot. I'm trying to get the sun from the right angle. Yeah, I slept a lot, and I feel better for that, although I am definitely burning out and I need to be very careful about that. But I wanted to come on a walk because it always makes me feel better. It's launch day for my cottage garden collection today, which I'm excited for. I had a live last night. I think that went well. I'm trying to slow down my really fast voice on a live and take a few deep breaths because I find it really difficult still, but it will get better. Anyway, I'll talk to you in a little bit when the sun's not glaring. It's such a beautiful day, despite the fact that I just got stuck in hailstorm. It came out of nowhere. I don't even, I don't know where that came from. It was blue sky and then it was hail, so God knows. Let's walk. So as you would have seen from my walk, I got rained on, so right now, not looking my best, but it's launch day, I have a lot to do. At least I got my walk in. I have to train today at some point as well. It's now 5 to 12, so an hour till lunch, good, because I'm starving. I'm just sitting doing a Facebook, scheduling a couple of things with Facebook. Whilst I do share my Instagram to Facebook, I like to do some kind of exclusive Facebook posts too, with a little bit more in-depth stuff. I wrote a blog post all about the new collection yesterday and I'm so happy with it. I really love you guys to read it. I'll try and remember to link it down below. If you're on my newsletter list, you would have got it already because it's sending today. It's sending at about 1:30 today. It's all scheduled up. I do my newsletters in Flowdesk, and guys, I'm loving Flowdesk so much. It's such a joy to create my newsletters in, honestly. I'm just so pleased that I swapped. One of the girls on the coaching academy, Michelle, gave me a code and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I've got a code, but would it be any good? And it is honestly the most amazing platform. If you want some more information on it, I'll link that down below as well. Highly recommend you doing the free I think you get a free, is it a week or a month? I can't remember, but do that. Click on the link down below and that'll take you to that and you can utilize that because it's such a good platform if you're looking for a newsletter platform. It's really pretty and easy to use. Anyway, that's not what I came on here to tell you about. Today's news, today is not newsletter day, although it is. Today is launch day, and I feel kind of organised, which is worrying me because I feel like normally on launch day I'm feeling quite stressed, but I think I've just got everything, I think I've got my shit together this time around. I do have my products all listed. What I tend to do is launch my products on my website first, and then tomorrow I'll launch them on Etsy. Just because if I have an influx of orders, I put all my inventory on my website to start with, and if I have an influx of orders, then that kind of handles that big initial launch ordering pandemonium, I hope. But then whatever's left I can, I can split it then and put it on Etsy. That's the way I like to do it, especially because I have some limited edition things and I put them all on my website, and usually they sell out fairly fast, so I can leave them on my website, but if they don't then I will share them out onto Etsy. And I also did a giveaway yesterday randomly for it was Random Acts of Kindness Day yesterday, and so I did a giveaway just to give people one of my I don't know if I actually mentioned this in my last vlog or not, so I might be repeating myself, but I did a giveaway to give away an initial painting which you would have seen me painting in the last couple of vlogs. So I have about 25 or 30 entries right now, and I need to do a random selector. I think I'm going to pick 2 or 3 because although it's random, they're also all the stories that you guys gave me are amazing. So I'm going to do that and try and get those sorted out today. And yeah, I was hoping to create an IGTV video of kind of like the behind the scenes, some of the behind the scenes of this launch with a bit of a voiceover. Last night I was so tired, I was like, oh never mind, I'm not going to do it, and this morning I was like, I don't think I'm going to do it. But right now I'm thinking, I wonder if I can pull together some footage and do it. Oh, I just don't know. I'm going to see how I feel. I might have some lunch first and decide how I feel after that. So for now, I'm going to finish my Facebook post. I'm going to just try and gather my thoughts. I'm definitely burning out. I need to be very careful because I'm at that point now where I'm like, yeah, I need to rest now. I feel really burnt out. I've been working a lot of hours, which is not recommended, but sometimes it just happens, doesn't it? I can feel all the tension in my shoulders. It's from all the training as well and all the walking I'm doing. I'm trying to, one of my priorities for this year is to get my body a little bit fitter. I've always worked out, but because of the hormonal issues that I have, which I talk about all the time, TMI, I hold more body fat. So I can be eating super healthy and I can be doing all the exercise, but I do hold a bit more body fat because of that. So I'm trying to sort that out this year, and it's working. It's slow and steady. So let's carry on. Good morning! It is the day after the cottage garden launch and I haven't done my hair. It's 10:15 now. I'm just about to start looking at packing some orders. I had a couple of pre-existing ones that definitely need to go out today, so I've got to get on with those, and I've also got my giveaway from the Random Acts of Kindness Day to organise. But yeah, I got about 22 orders last night, I think, which is just amazing. So if you ordered something from my launch, thank you so much. Or if you've ever ordered something from Leaf Lane Studio, thank you so much, because honestly, every time I get an order, I know it's something that everyone puts out there, like a small business owner does a little dance every time they get an order, but it's just true because you put so much time and effort into launching, and into just like product creation and stuff, and the days leading up to a launch are really stressful and just really enjoyable as well, but just very full on. I think I need to maybe talk some more about launching. Where's my planner? My pancake plate. I have protein pancakes from My Protein. I have the chocolate flavour and I add dark chocolate, 1 square dark chocolate broken up, and scatter that between all the pancakes. It's delicious. So today I've got on my to-do list, I need to add my products onto Etsy, and I also need to do my Facebook shop, which I totally forgot yesterday, which is bad of me. Pack orders, the giveaway paintings. I'm not so fussed about getting them done today, but I just want to make sure that I've got everybody's details. I chose 6 winners in the end. I just couldn't, I did it randomly, but I just couldn't just choose one. It's impossible. I need to do an Instagram, in fact, what I'm trying to do right now, and I should have put it up yesterday, but I was having a lot of problems. I was using this microphone here to try and do an Instagram IGTV for a post, and every time I did the voiceover, it was picking up on my S's. I do have like a slight lisp, I think, and my S's are picking up really strong. So I'm going to try using a different, like my head mic that I use for Zoom. If all else fails, I don't know what I'll do, but I just really wanted, I put together like a video to go on IGTV that's got like a little slideshow of the cottage garden and a few other things in there that I thought I would read the blog post that goes with it over the top. And I really wanted to do it, you know, when you set your mind on doing something, and so I'm going to try and do that. And I've got a train, I've got to drop a prescription off at the doctor's, and I thought whilst I go to do that I can pop some stuff in the post box, so that's why I want to pack orders now. So I've got a lot to be getting on with, and I really want to do the housework. I want to take an entire weekend off, which I haven't done since Christmas. I really need to. And I'm so happy that I didn't put my launch date as the 25th of February, which would be next Thursday. My birthday is a week today, so today's Friday. I was going to do my launch on the 25th, which would have meant on the 26th, my 40th birthday, I would be just like flapping about packing orders, and I'm so happy that I didn't do that. I thought it'd be a nice way of like saying, I'm 40, here's a new release, but I'm so pleased I didn't do that. Right, job one, try and do this voiceover. Just got to hop onto Instagram stories quick, then pack orders. Those of you that have been around here for a while now will know that Leaf Lane Studio is all about my love of nature. I really have such a deep-rooted passion for all things nature-related, and that is huge for my brand and the reason the brand came into fruition. Being outside cleanses my soul, and I'm in awe of the beauty that surrounds me every single day. I adore the seasons we have here in the UK, from the little new shoots of spring, the full blooms and vibrancy of summer, to the shrivelling, colourful leaves of autumn and rawness of winter. There is just so much beauty and so many things to fall in love with and be grateful for. It fills my heart with joy to make artwork that comes from what is around me, to create things that can not only be functional for your day, but also make you smile each and every day when you sit at your desk or curl up with a cup of tea to write in a notebook that I've created. Each collection means a great deal to me, and that is why I want to share with you why this latest launch, the Cottage Garden collection, is one of the most precious collections I've created yet. I first visited Cornwall around 2007 and instantly fell in love with it. And as cliche and cheesy as this sounds, as soon as I drove over the border into this magical county, I felt like I was home. It felt like where I belonged, and I had this deep-set feeling that I'd been here before, even though I really hadn't. Fast forward many years later, and thousands of hours thinking about living the dream, relocating to Cornwall for good, it actually happened. The feeling of driving to Cornwall, followed by a huge lorry full of everything you own in this world, was really scary, but equally exciting. And finding a house to rent in Cornwall when you live hours and hours away is not easy. You know that you're in for some wasted journeys in order to find the right place, but it was really worth it. We secured the most stunning cottage to live in for our first Cornish home, in a highly sought-after village, only 100 metres from the sea. You could hear the waves crashing in at night and see the ocean from almost every window of the cottage. It was so magical. Obviously, the cottage was to die for, but the garden was also perfect. It was clear that the owner loved gardening. It was a proper cottage garden. Not 1 month went by without a new flower popping up, and I wanted to squeal with joy every time I walked around the garden, which was every day. I would sit on the wooden table that looked out to the sea and just take deep breaths of salty sea air and think, how is this my life? It was a dream home, but if only it wasn't rented. When the owner sold up, we obviously had to move. We were really sad, but we do live in a beautiful village now. There was just something extra special about that place, and I think about that garden every day without fail. So whilst planning some new products, I knew I wanted to celebrate that amazing house and garden, and started doodling on the iPad, drawing tulips and wildflowers and spring blooms, whatever I could think of that reminded me of walking around that gorgeous place in that magical village. And so the Cottage Garden collection was born. For me, the end result is more than just a pattern on some stationery. It's the sound of the sea, glimpsed from the window. It's the little birds nesting in the cottage roof and feeding their babies under the palm tree in the garden. It's the smell of the lavender and honeysuckle, the gorgeous agapanthus outside the old front door, the daffodils in the hedgerows all around the cottage. It's the fig tree that grew like wildfire and constantly needed trimming, the crazy sweet peas winding their way around every possible plant and tree, the snapdragon sitting low under the windowsill. It's endless nights sitting outside looking at the stars and at the Milky Way arcing over the house. When you have a piece from the collection on your desk, whether it's a notepad or a postcard or anything else, at the very least I hope it brings a little bit of spring into your life and makes you smile. But if you've heard this story, then I hope you can imagine that dreamy cottage garden by the sea too, a dream that became my reality. Monday morning again, guys. I feel once again like this week has been a bit strange, but I feel like we're gonna pick it up for the next one. She says again. I thought I'd answer a couple of questions because I had two questions about living in Cornwall, sort of. One was I can't remember who they're by because I was doing it off the cuff out on a walk, but I'll try and share the question on the screen. But I had a question about what Joe and I would have done differently if we would be doing the move to Cornwall all over again. Thought I had someone call me then. And the only thing we sort of said is that we'd have done it sooner, because you know, a lot of people end up retiring to the place that they really want to be when they're a lot older, and in my head I wanted to do it before I was 40, which is convenient because I was 40 on Friday. Just changing hands. Yeah, I wanted to do it before I was 40, and we did it, how old was I? 35? 36? Something like that. I just felt like it was really important to do it before, so that we could build a life here and make friends here and really kind of integrate it into life without just sort of rocking up when you're 65 or 70 or whatever and then not really knowing where you fit and knowing if it's right. And I think doing it at this age gave us the opportunity to know, and to then also make changes if we needed to, or to go back if we needed to, because you know, who's to say it was all going to be unicorns and fairies. But I don't think we would have done anything differently. I think the biggest thing I would say is that if you want to move somewhere, and it's a massive step, is to do it with faith. Have faith in your choices, have faith in your decisions. Obviously make sure that, you know, Joe was able to keep his job and work from home. I left my job, I left my full-time job, which was my security. I also sold my car, so for me it was a bigger sacrifice. But I would say definitely go for it. Don't be scared of it, because I think he was more frightened of it than me. I think I was a bit more like caution to the wind and be like, okay, cool, let's just try it and see what happens. What's the worst that can happen? So I would just suggest to definitely talk to people who have done things like this. It's not as big as you imagine it to be. I think the most important thing is you have security in terms of a job. And in this day and age, a lot of people work remotely, so it works pretty well. Just check it all out and definitely go for it. You just got to throw yourself into these things, I think. No regrets here, that's for sure. The other question that I had was about walks in Cornwall and what my favourite walks are. This is a really hard one because there are obvious walks that everybody loves doing, like I mean, the Southwest Coast Path is incredibly stunning, but I love different walks for different reasons. When you go to somewhere like areas of the Southwest Coast Path that are popular, so sort of Britannic, and then Sennen to, I mean, not so much Sennen to Land's End, because it's kind of just, it is pretty, but it's not the best, because there's just so many people, and I like peace and quiet. So for now, like, this is the loop around by where we live. It's a 3.5 miler. I adore it. I have to walk through, well, I don't have to, but sometimes I walk through the village, which is a lot, and then it's got a hill like this, and I do that for that reason, so I get my arse up a hill. But it's super quiet. You can't really, I can just hear farm vehicles at the moment, but I love walks like this because it's got a bit of everything, you know. It's absolutely stunning. But equally, the Cape Cornwall area is lovely, so near Sennen, and you can walk to Sennen from Cape Cornwall on the Southwest Coast Path. I would highly recommend you reading The Salt Path by, I think it's, what is her name? Raina Wynn, I think, because she talks about the Southwest Coast Path as the whole point of the book, and you can really place yourself in it, and I love it so much. Where else is there? There's Godrevy where the seals are, and then the road further on from there where you've got Hell's Mouth. Again, this is all Southwest Coast Path, but it's quieter, it's very, very dramatic. Gotta have your wits about you. And I mean, oh my gosh, there's so many. There's the Coast Path by Perranutho where we used to live, Rincey, but then all of these little tucked away areas that you sort of discover as you go are equally as lovely. So all of them. The answer is all of them. I love walking everywhere here. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Basically everywhere. I prefer it to be quiet. I really enjoy having time alone with my thoughts and with myself, and to connect to nature. I know it sounds a bit hippie, but that's, hey, I'm a hippie, what can I say? I love it so much, and there's so many books you can get as well. So if you're thinking of coming here at some point when you can, there's loads and loads and loads of books that are Southwest Coast Path. Obviously, basically you can't ever get lost on, because there's always signposts, and you'd have to go across fields sometimes, and there's little cafes along the way, and pubs along the way, and villages along the way. But yeah, it's amazing. And then there's obviously places a bit more kind of obvious, like St Michael's Mount and the beach there, and the actual mount itself and the walk up there. But for me, it's magical. I adore it, but I prefer peace and quiet like this. I came out at 7:30, just gone this morning, and moment of silence there, nothing. All I can hear is a tractor like far off in the distance. Heaven for me. So today I've got an Instagram live with Thalia from Botany and Books at 11. We're going to talk about books, we're going to talk about business. She invited me onto her Instagram live, that's why I'm up and about earlier today, but actually I think I'm going to get into this routine now we have light again. And I'm going to do some co-working with the Busy to Boss Academy. We have co-working between 2 and 4, which we basically all just show up and get on with our work, but it stops me wandering off, which is good. I want to work on some Tailwind stuff for Pinterest. I've got my content for March Meet the Maker, if only I could say it, which starts today. Haven't done any of it yet. I usually like to plan it in advance, and I haven't done that, so that's my job on co-working today. I try and make a good dent in that. Blog posts to think about, this vlog to get up. It's a week late, I didn't put a vlog up last week. It was a mad week, my birthday was insane, it really was insane. I don't think I vlogged any of it. I definitely want to show you guys a few bits that I got for my birthday, so I will do that. And then we'll get back into more of the studio vlog type stuff, because I'm really needing to crack on with my advent calendar design now and my product development for that. So yeah, I've got to talk to you about that, so I'm going to try and do that. I'll get home, speak to Thalia, have some brekkie and stuff, then I'll try and round up this vlog by talking to you about some of the things that are coming up for the next one. I am just about to finish the final few details of this painting, and then I'm going to send it off to my lovely client. So all that's to be added onto this now is some little silver moons and stars, which for that I use a Winsor & Newton ink, You would have seen the ones I use, the golden coloured ink, golden coloured paint I use for anything really, whether it's Moons and Stars or the little letters that I do from my friendship boxes. But in terms of silver, I prefer to use a silver ink rather than the little silver one that comes in the watercolour palette that I use with the gold, because it's a lot more vibrant. The other one's more white, and it kind of, if I'm using it on a painting, you can't really see it. So I'm just going to do that now. I also have a letter to do for a friendship box that's going to the same client actually. So I'm going to do that whilst I do this, and then that will be able to go off to her. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, guys. Once again, there's not been a lot going on this week. It's kind of been tying up of loose ends. Got a right old mess. Look at this. What's going on here? You can see the different colours of my hair now that lockdown's been going on for long times. Yeah, it's been a kind of tying up of loose ends sort of week, and because of last week being my birthday as well, there wasn't I didn't work on Friday. Oh, that reminds me, actually, there's a couple of things I can show you. I got loads of flowers that are all kind of dying off a little bit now. I have so many flowers in the entire house now, but they're all just starting to go with the heating and the different weathers we've been having here. But I got these beautiful dry flowers from my friend Daisy, who is also Science on Instagram, and I love them. I'm going to take some photos today of products for March Meet the Maker, and I'm going to use some of these as props. I will need to remember, I can't remember the business off the top of my head, but I will link it down below where she got those from. I also got this Crazy Cat Lady pin from the same client that I'm doing the painting for, Lucy, which is lovely. I love it so much. I got this little Pisces necklace from Joe, and I got a little moon necklace which I've just changed. I had it on yesterday from my sister-in-law, Joe's sister, and her kids and husband, which is lovely. I got a beautiful Daisy, it's not got Daisy on it, it's from the brand Daisy, little sunburst bracelet from my mum and dad, and a little bit of money from them as well, which was amazing. And I also got a book that I have wanted for ages, which is the Gary Zukov, The Seat of the Soul. So I'm really excited to get into that. And I've got loads of other things. I'm just looking around for inspiration. I've kind of put everything away, but I'm just so, it was just the best day. I was so overwhelmed by everybody's generosity and reaching out to me and giving me messages and stuff. It was just incredible. So thank you. And thank you to everyone who sent me a message, because it means the world. So let's shut this vlog down here. I am doing March Meet the Maker. It's now the 2nd of March. Like I said in yesterday's clip, I've missed a week of putting this vlog up. So it's now March. I'm doing March Meet the Maker. So my Instagram is going to be jammed with lots of different things this month. So I've pre-prepared a few bits and bobs, but today I'm going to take some photos. So I'm going to start a new vlog and try and document that. And I said, I think in yesterday's clip, that I've got a few things to tell you in terms of new things that are coming. So I'm going to shut this vlog down, start a new one, and do all of that in the new vlog. I always find it harder to vlog when I've not got a new collection coming, because I feel like you guys aren't going to want to see just my everyday kind of, you know, doing the same old with the business. But I think I'm just going to do my best to carry on documenting, because you tell me you enjoy it. Oh, frog in my throat. You tell me you enjoy it anyway. So we'll just keep going. But please, please, please pop any questions that you have for me in the comments, or DM me on Instagram, because I really, really, really enjoy answering questions. And I think I'm going to start to do more regular kind of voiceovers of things to do with business stuff as well, because a lot of you ask me questions about mindset in business as well as other things. So feel free to ask me anything at all, and I'll speak to you in the next one, guys. Bye.